Hello, I am DIY Mum, and in today's video I'm going to be going through all different types of sandpaper that you need for upcycling your furniture. Sanding is one of the most important things when it comes to upcycling furniture. Do I love it? No. Do I loathe it? No. I don't mind it, but you gotta do it. So I'm going to be going through each sandpaper that I personally use for upcycling furniture. You've got your 40s, you've got your 80s, you've got your 120s, and you've got your 240s. Now this bad boy 120 is going to become your best friend. Whether it is IKEA furniture that has that laminate effect to it, or it is pure wood, you need one of these bad boys. For the paint to have any chance to stick to your furniture, it needs to be sanded down with a 120 grit. Now this doesn't need to be completely sanded down, it just needs what you call a buffer. To me, when I'm sanding down any type of furniture, I like to get the electric orbital sander. With a 120 grit, it's fast, you get the job done quicker, but it isn't a must. You can use your hands. After you have sanded down with 120, you need to just wipe it down to get all the excess dust off. And you can start your painting. I'm going to do a separate video on how to paint furniture. This is just the sanding part and what sanding pads you need. Once the coat is dry, I then go in with a 240 grit, just with my hands, just gently, and smooth over any little bumps or any little dust that's settled on there. If you are wanting to expose wood and it's got some sort of oil or stain or even paint on, then I suggest using a slightly coarser grit than a 120. We're going with an 80 grit. With an 80, I then go over it with a 120 grit. Then I go over it with a 240 to make the wood silky smooth. Next we have the 40, which I don't touch on any furniture because it's far too coarse and it does more damage than good. What I do with this is I sand down any scaffolding boards or reclaimed wood that have dust or grime or just anything on it. I go in with a real coarse grit first, just to get that first layer of crap off. If you're starting with an 80, you need to be careful that it doesn't leave any lines from the orbital sander. That's why you go over with 120 and 240 just to get all those out. I have these 2-pine drawers that I'm going to be upcycling, and I'll show a video of that at a later stage. So what I thought I'd show you is what I do if I was to leave this exposed wood but paint the rest. What sandpaper I would use and how I do it. What you need to do is put your mask on. It's literally as simple as that. That is perfect now, and that is ready to be painted. So say I wanted this exposed, but I wanted to stain it with something a bit more modern because pine is not really that fashionable these days. I would start this with an 80 grit. Oh, I'm getting attacked. I would start this with an 80 grit, as getting the varnish off this with a 120 will take a lot of sanding pads and a lot of time. So going with an 80 first will just help it come off easier. See, I'd sand down the whole lot, but this is just an example to show you. And that rounds up my sanding video. If you liked it, then please like, subscribe. I'm coming over. Hope that was useful for you guys. If you have any questions, then please drop them in the comment box and I will respond to them. But yeah, other than that, like and subscribe please.